folks. One game to change them all. Will it be Frankfurt? Will it be Rangers? We're going to take a look at it next. Our prediction video today. We look forward to the 2021-2022 Europa League final, of course, and we got a Scottish team and a German team in the final, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you knew any of it, smash your subscribe if you bang it. All things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. Yes, right. The first of 3 European finals, of course, coming at you over the rest of this month. And, of course, it's a zinger chicken dinner for the Scottish amongst us, for the German amongst us. That's me to a bloody T. That's right. And we'll get to that in just a second. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, guys. Thank you very much for the support behind the scenes. You know who you are. But anyway, let's talk about it. Why is it a little bit about me? Because I'm half German, half Scottish. That's right. However, none of these teams mean anything to me. But, of course, I'll be looking forward to the final as a half German, half Scottish guy. Of course, and there's a little bit of something on the line for everybody. Of course, we know Rangers are already in the Champions League as runners-up. They'll be not as far into the group stages, I don't think. Frankfurt nowhere near they're nowhere near Europe. They've had a bit of a shitter season over in the Bundesliga, but of course, if they win this, they would actually be in the Champions League as well. So a lot riding on it for both of these teams. But anyway, let's get into it. Take a look at how we all got to this stage, and then shall we? Where am I? I'm gonna have to jump down here somewhere. Sneaky beaky. Where am I? There I go. Whoosh, there we go. Let's take a look at how we all got to this stage then. Of course, remind ourselves of the knockouts. That's right. Rangers were up there up against Red Star Belgrade. Up Braga up there, Monaco, Bayer Leverkusen, Atalanta. We also Dynamo Moscow, was that right? And RB Leipzig. Meanwhile, West Ham, Sevilla, Lyon, Porto, Barcelona, Galatasaray, Betis, and then, of course, Eintracht Frankfurt. We said goodbye to a bunch of those. And then, of course, into the next stage, it was Rangers, Braga, Atalanta, RB Leipzig, West Ham United, Lyon, Barcelona, and Frankie, of course, to make up the final 8. Into the final 4, though, it was Rangers, RB Leipzig. It was the Hammers. And, of course, it was Frankie, of course. But only 2 could make it to the final. And the 2 were actually Rangers and, of course, Frankie. Of course, Rangers coming at you with a 2-1 win was my pick. It was actually a 3-1 win in the end, I believe. Yeah, on the night, that's right. 3-2 on aggregate. Rangers going through. Absolute shocker. Knocking out probably the favourites. I believe, if my memory serves me correct, I think RB Leipzig were the favourites, of course, when the Final Four was decided. So absolute tremendous stuff for Scotland. After absolutely immense stuff for Rangers, though, themselves. Of course, make it to another final. And, of course, hopefully go in the distance as well. Meanwhile, on the other end, of course, we'd love to see an old British final, but unfortunately, West Ham didn't get the script in time. 1-1 it was on the night. Of course, 1-0. Well, that was my pick, 1-1, of course. 1-0 it was to Frankie. 3-1 it was in aggregate. And, of course, Frankfurt go through to take on Rangers in that all-important one game to change it all final, of course. And it is a season-defining game for both of these two sides. Of course, Frankfurt have had an absolute nightmare of a season. This could actually be an absolute blessing in disguise. Both Scottish and the German leagues that have come to a close, so all eyes on this. But there's no time to wait. Of course, coming at you this coming Wednesday. I'm a little bit late in getting this video out, but I've been a very, very busy boy, of course. But anyway, let's take a look at how you guys got on with your own pickaroos. And here we go. A couple of, just the one of them. Russell Frosty, of course, with a double 100%. Of course, 2 out of 2 for him. Jordan and Max and Vincent Honk. Timothy Winky, of course, full name there for Winky. And Carl Mack in there with 1. So well done to you guys. But also done to the master leaderboard now. I think this is all over. Or is it? It's not all over. Max Sangadi cannot lose at the moment. Of course, he could drag it into a playoff. Well, Jordan could drag it to a playoff. But if Max Sangadi gets it right, he will be declared winner of the Europa League Prediction League, which of course kicked off way back when. 70 points doesn't seem a lot, really, when you consider how many games we've gone through and how many points are on the horizon. So, but anyway, well done so far for Max Sangadi, but he's not there yet. He's still going to get over the line. And of course, you could actually join him with your name in lights here. Cutley/Europa Picks, free to enter. Get your name in lights. And of course, hopefully I'll see you around next time around. But here we go. It's all for this, boys. It's all for this. Rangers, Frankie, of course, taking place over in Sevilla, of course. So let's get into it, of course, and have a look at, of course, how we all got to this stage then, shall we? That's right. So, Frankfurt up against Rangers on the 18th of May. That's right. Coming at Eintracht Frankfurt managed by Oliver Glasner up against Rangers and Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. They've never played each other, of course. This will be the first time, of course, locking horns. Meanwhile, of course, if we have a look at it, Rangers actually qualified as runners-up from Group A way back, of course, in the group stages. They actually qualified behind Lyon in the knockouts, ousting, of course, Sparta Braga and Brodon B. Meanwhile, of course, their opposition, Frankfurt, actually came out on top in Group D ahead of the like of Olympiacos, Fenerbahce and Antwerp. They came through with an unbeaten record, played 6-1-3 and drawn 3, of course, heading into this match as well. Let's take a look then, of course, the form heading into this one. Rangers coming to 75% form for them without a defeat now in 5. 4 wins on the bounce for them up against the Frankfurt side, who've just won once the last 4, 58% form, of course. The last match for Rangers was a 3-1 win over Hearts. That was in the Scottish Premiership, of course. And they've actually scored 9 goals the last 3 games up against a Frankfurt side who drew 2-2 with Mainz last time around. In fact, the last win was a 1-0 win over West Ham, of course, in the semi-final stages, second leg as well. Goals, of course, in this competition coming from James Tavernier. He scored 7 goals this season. He's the man to watch. Of course, Morelos got himself 4. As for the top goal scorer for Frankie, Dachi Kameda, of course, the Japanese international, 5 goals for him. Philip Kostic also up there with 3 as well. What about the odds then for this one heading into 27-20 is your Frankie, 12-5 is your draw, 2-1 is your long shots. That is, of course, Rangers to go the bloody distance. Of course, after 90 minutes. Of course, the result after 90 minutes are those. So Frankfurt are your favourites. Of course, Rangers are your underdogs. The draw, something in between. What about the odds then to go the distance, actually to lift the trophy at the end? 6-5 is your Rangers. There you go. That's the money shot right there. 6-4 on is your Frankfurt. Stone cold favourites. You're going to lose money if you bet for Frankie on this one. But of course, you know me. I do like a bit of an underdog. I do like a bit of a fairy tale romance story. And I'm actually backing Rangers to go the distance on this. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Rangers on the night. No penalties, no drama. Maybe a little bit of drama. Maybe a 1-1, of course, and maybe a last 5 minutes from the end, a goal for Rangers to seal the bloody deal. And insert party mode in Glasgow. Insert party mode in Scotland, of course. There's Rangers fans all over the place. Insert party mode around the world for, of course, the Rangers. The Blue Noses out there. You know who you are. But that's my take on it, guys. Short and sweet. Yes, it is. 2-1 win in the end for Rangers. What about you, though? What do you think about this? Of course, there's no time to waste. Get your pick in. Cut your 4-size Europa picks. And of course, we'll be back to do this all over again, I expect, next season. And maybe even with the early door Europa League qualifying matches whenever they kick off in July. So waste not, want not, get in amongst it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about the Europa League final. But until then, boys, that's all I've got. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Do you think Rangers are going to go the distance and get their hands on some European silverware? What about Frankie? Do you think they'll be in the Champions League next season by winning this tournament and joining the likes of Bayern, Leverkusen, Dortmund, and who else? RB Leipzig in the Champions League next season. All that to be decided in only about 48 hours' time. But until then, boys, we're done right now. Smash the subscribe. See you soon for the next one. Until then, boys, we're out of here.